Let's go near right, 34 splash.
The voice and face are familiar. Yes, Jay Christensen, the former Okanagan Sun head coach, is back, this time in the capacity of offensive coordinator, replacing Tony Lindsay, who was let go after the loss on the island. Christensen held that position previously in 1999 before becoming head coach in 2002.
You can break it this way, or you can step up and then jump out of the pocket. It's up to whatever you guys feel most comfortable. Yeah, when it happens like that, it's going to be something natural, right? So what you want to do is restart him, so now he's got to do that. I don't really know exactly what led up to the change that the organization decided to make at the offensive coordinator position. I guess last Tuesday they gave me a call and just said that they were interested in me. Come back and finish in the year and working with the offense. I obviously missed it since I've been coaching and relished a chance of coming back, but it worked out to be the best of both worlds. I got to enjoy the summer with my family and do a lot of camping, and after the long weekend come back and get my football fix on.
Coach Lindsay was a great coach. It sucks to see him leave, but I mean, we have now Jay Christensen, which is an awesome guy. I know in the past that he was here before coaching the team as a head coach, and they did very well throughout the years, and I'm excited to have him as our offensive coordinator.
I want to attack him so he commits to me, and now we can option to the open guy, right? You still want to protect yourself, but you want to commit the end. If all I do is try and outrun him, and then I go that, he's just going to continue on and make the play. Okay, so we want to challenge the guy that we're optioning.
Christensen spent 7 seasons as Sun head coach before stepping down in 2008. He hasn't been completely out of the game for the past 3 seasons as he's on the board of the BCFC.
I've kept my foot in the door and watched some film and I keep in contact with all the head coaches in the league. So it's not like I was totally away for it for 3 years, and it's just a matter of dusting off the playbook. We're trying not to change too much for the players. So I got to learn some new, basically an old dog learning some new tricks. Better me than the 30 of them. So, once I get that down pat, I think it'll be, pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, but what'd you do? You looked me in the eyes the whole time. As soon as you saw me, you were looking at me, went like this, and now I got to refine the receivers, right?
Most of the players of the previous Christensen era are long gone. So this week at practice, it's been a case of getting to know the talent on this squad.
If we break contain, you got to stick to the side you go to, okay?
I'm doing a lot of hey you and you over there, come here, that kind of stuff. But it's coming. There's certainly a few guys that were around way back when I coached, some of the older, longer in the tooth players, and there's the guys from high school that I know from watching the high school games. So it's just some of the out of town guys that. I got to learn about, and I still kept in touch with certainly Coach Casey and some of the board of directors. So I've heard them talk about these guys. So it's not completely unfamiliar, but there'll be a learning curve, and to me it just matters if they're given 100%, and that's all I can ask of them. And eventually if they do that, I'll learn their names.
Like if a guy's coming at you clean, you're going to want to break contain to the side he's coming, because if I'm here full speed and you turn and go that way, I'm just going to run you down.
The offense has sputtered this season, coming up empty against Nanaimo in the second half, and at times it's been predictable and stuck in pass mode. Now Coach Jason Casey expects it to be more diversified with a better emphasis on the run. Against Nanaimo, the offense only gained 34 yards on the ground. The Sun are hoping to create more action in the backfield to throw off their opponents.
Considering how before we used to run a lot more of an ace-back formation, now we're moving to more of a 2-back formation, spreading it out a little bit, and a lot of play action, reverses and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun, and just to get it in right now and learn about it, it's going to take a little bit of time, but I mean overall once we get everything down pat, I think we're going to be a big success.
I've always been a fan of attacking the defense, and there's lots of different ways to attack the defense depending on what they're doing. So I'm certainly not going to come out and commit to running a certain amount of plays or a certain percentage at the time. I think to be successful in this league, and especially after you get out of the province, which I'm going to hope is the goal of all 6 teams in the league right now, once that happens, you have to be balanced. You have to be able to run the ball. You have to be able to throw the ball. Once you hit some of those out of province teams. So hopefully that's in the cards for us. But either way, we're going to be ready to do that at the end of the season.
As you feel him coming, right? You either want to step and then get around him like that, right? Because you want him. if I'm coming here, you want to get him to think you're stepping up.
The Sun face the Chilliwack Huskers Sunday at 2 at the Apple Bowl. Check out OkanaganSun.ca for more on the football team. Reporting from Kelowna, I'm Tim Morton for Shaw.